Hi, I'm Heather. Welcome to class. Today we're going to do some seated forward bends. Before we begin, if you find this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified when a new video is available. We're going to work with a blanket underneath the buttocks and a strap for the feet. So if you take a blanket and make a long, narrow fold, and if you do feel stiff in the hamstrings, the lower back or the hips when it comes to seated forward bends, use more height. Use 2 blankets. We'll sit with the legs extended, have the strap nearby, and we'll be in Dandasana, the rod pose. Lengthen the legs, press the inner feet away from the groins. So we want to match the ankle bones, big toe bones. And there's a slight internal rotation of the legs, so inner thighs are rolling down to keep those inner feet in contact. Reach the hands to the blanket next to your hips. Lift the chest, and note that the lift of the chest originates from the lift in the lower back. If the hamstrings are tight, for example, the pelvis is pulling back, the lower back is dropping, and the chest will also drop. So our intention is to roll the pelvis forward, come onto the front of the sitting bones, not so much the back of the sitting bones and certainly not the tailbone. We roll forward onto the front of the sitting bones. The lumbar spine can move in and the chest can lift. And it's from this place of awareness that we can start to contemplate coming forward into our forward bends. We'll do Janu Sirsasana, the head of the knee pose. Bend up the right leg, so you're creating a deep knee flexion, and then take the knee out wide to the side. Then I want to turn the blanket on the diagonal and move the right knee further back to the right side. Then I'll feel my chest wants to go with the bend of the knee. So I need to reinforce the movement of this right armpit chest to face the left leg. Let's use our strap around the ball of the foot. Lift the sternum. Drive the head of the right shin to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Draw forward. Walk your hands forward and go all the way forward. If you can reach your foot, you can potentially try to catch your right wrist with your left hand behind the ball of the foot. Press the ball of the foot into the back of the left hand and go on driving the right shin to the floor. Sweep the right armpit chest around towards the inner left leg and drive the left thigh down. Note the trapezius muscles and shoulder blades. They need to move away from the head. Raise the head up. Raise the torso up as you inhale. Exhale. Come out of the pose. Bring the right leg forward and move your blanket back to neutral. Now the left leg, bend the left knee, externally rotate the thigh, turn your blanket on the diagonal so the left side of the blanket is further behind, further back than the right, and see, can you take your knee further out? Drive the shin bone down, head of the shin down, if you can manage that, and as you put the strap around that right foot, turn your chest to face the right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Draw yourself forward. Walk your hands along the strap according to your capacity. And if you can go all the way, reach for the left wrist with the right hand. So the ball of the foot is pressing into the back of the right hand as you fold forward and down. Go on pressing the head of the left shin down, sweep the left armpit chest around towards the inner right leg, and drive the right thigh bone down. Slow your exhalations down. Raise the head up, raise the torso up as you inhale, release as you exhale, and bring that left leg forward again. Straighten your blanket. Sit in Dandasana. For those who feel supple in the hips, we do Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, the half-bound lotus forward bend. So again, we bend this right knee up, bring in the deep knee flexion, and then if you can manage, you bring that right ankle over the top of the left thigh and the heel comes closer to the left pelvic bone. Strong external rotation in the right thigh. Now here, it may be of value to support under this right knee. You could put a block or a folded blanket under that right knee. The classic variation of the pose does include wrapping the right arm around behind you to hold onto your big toe. If you can't manage that, however, you could use a strap around the front of the foot. So it goes over the metatarsals, the right hand reaches back, right shoulder presses back. And then we come forward, potentially catching that left big toe. Now, if you can't reach the big toe, you can again use your strap. So there's a few different ways of working. If you can work to reach forward, catch the left big toe with the left fingers. Inhale, breastbone up. Exhale, bend the left elbow out to the side. Bring yourself forward and down over the left leg. Forward towards your shin, and draw your left shoulder blade and trapezius muscles away from the head and the neck. Smooth, steady breathing. Slowly raise the head up. Straighten the left arm, lift the breastbone. Exhale, release, and extend the right leg forward. Bend up the left leg. So bring in the knee flexion first. Then externally rotate the left thigh and place your left ankle over the upper right thigh. Bring your heel close to the pelvic bone. Watch this right leg doesn't roll out. Inner right thigh rolls down. We wrap the left hand behind to catch the big toe. And of course, if you need support for the knee, wedge something, a block or a blanket under that left leg. If you can reach forward and catch the right big toe with the right fingers, do that. Otherwise, use your strap as you need. Lift the breastbone up. Inhale. Exhale. Draw yourself forward and watch your right shoulder doesn't creep forward. Roll the right shoulder tip back and down as you come forward over the right leg. Keep rolling the inner right thigh down. Both shoulder tips press back. Steady breathing. Lengthen your exhalations. Slowly raise your head up. Raise the torso up. Straighten the right elbow. Then release your grip and undo the lotus leg. Stretch the legs forward in Dandasana. Now, while we're here on the blanket, legs together, let's take the strap and put the strap around both feet for Paschimottanasana, the intense stretch to the west side of the body, the back of the body. Lift up the breastbone. Again, observe the proximity between the breastbone and the navel and try not to shorten that. Remember that we're looking for a predominant flexion in the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Draw yourself forward. Creep your hands along the strap if you have that capacity. Reach for the feet if you can go that far. Lift the breastbone up again. Inhale. Work your thigh bones down. Exhale. You can pull on the feet or the strap as you come forward. But note, the shoulders might want to engage. Can you keep the shoulders restrained? Roll the shoulder tips back. Shoulder blades move down your back towards the hips. Go on pressing the thigh bones down. Broaden the back of the knees, the back of the thighs. Slow your breath down. Slow the exhalations down. Raise the head up. Raise the chest up. Arms are straight. And exhale, come out of the pose. Now, as we move on to Marichyasana number 1, let's use 2 blocks side by side, 2 flat blocks to sit on. So we've got a higher platform and quite a hard, sturdy platform. So we sit, stretch the legs forward. So we're in Dandasana. Bend up the right knee and align the heel with its own sitting bone. Right heel aligned with the right sitting bone. Let's do a gentle twist to the left. We call this an open twist because the abdomen is open. Press the right upper arm against the inner leg and squeeze the inner leg against the arm. Now we use this movement of the right armpit chest as we come forward. Reach the right hand forward. So we're intending to bring the right armpit chest, the side ribs inside the right leg. Now it may help if you can't reach the outer foot with the right hand, it may help for you to put a strap around the foot to hold on to. If you can manage to sweep this chest further through, perhaps use your hand, your left hand, catch the right rib cage and move it inside the inner leg, and then squeeze the inner leg back against the side body. Pressurize the inner right foot down. Now, we'll intend to go further forward. Let's keep the left fingertips on the floor out to the side and pull on the foot or the strap with the right hand to bring yourself further forward. So flexing at the hips, flexing in the spine now, coming deeper into the pose, pressing the inner right foot down, squeezing the inner right thigh against the side body. If you're forward enough, you can now press the upper arm, right upper arm into the shin bone, wrap the right arm behind, so there's an internal rotation of the upper arm bone, and potentially catch the left wrist with the right hand to bring yourself further forward and down. If you can't reach, throw a strap around behind the back and hold on to the strap. Slowly raise the head up, release the arms, come to sit all the way up and extend the right leg forward. Then bend up the left leg, stand on the left foot. So the left heel comes in line with the left sitting bone. Sit up tall and we'll do our open twist. Turn to the right side, bring the left upper arm inside the left leg, but resist the leg back into the arm. Lower spine moving in, chest moving up. Now reach the left fingertips forward, slide the arm forward, and potentially you can catch the outer foot with your hand. If not, put a strap around the foot. And then bring your side chest further inside the leg. It may help to flare that left knee out a little wider. Reach your right hand, catch the side ribs and move the ribs forward. Move that left armpit chest forward. Then reinforce the pressure of the inner left thigh against the side ribs. As you squeeze that leg against the side body, pressurize the inner left foot down. Now as we come forward, right fingertips are on the floor to the side. Pull on the foot or the strap, bend the left elbow to bring yourself forward over the right leg. All the while, pressurize the inner left foot down. If you're forward enough, you might find you can press the upper arm bone against the shin, internally rotate your left arm. So you can wrap the arms back, catch hold of the right wrist with your left hand, and then you can pull the hands away from the body to help bring you further forward. Inner right thigh rolls down, inner right foot lengthens away from the groin, inner left thigh squeezes against the side ribs, inner left foot presses down. Slowly raise the head up, release the grip of the arms, and come out of the pose. We're going to use the blocks for Triang Mukhaikapada Paschimottanasana, the 3-limbed face to one leg forward bend. As we sweep this right leg around into Virasana, we then can eliminate the block from underneath the right buttock. Outer right hip down, thighs the same level. You can use a strap around the ball of the foot, particularly if you know it's difficult for you to reach forward and hold the foot itself. Lift up the lumbar spine. Lift up the breastbone. Inhale. Exhale. Draw forward. Walk your hands along the strap according to your capacity. If you can hold the foot, do so. And pause at this stage with the arms straight, spine straight on a diagonal. Lift the breastbone up and internally rotate the left thigh. Keep the outer right hip descending. Inhale. Exhale. Fold further forward if you can manage. Forehead towards your shin. And if you are forward enough, you can potentially catch the right wrist with your left hand. Press the ball of the foot into the back of the left hand. And go on releasing the outer right hip down as you roll the inner left thigh down. Slow your exhalations down. Now slowly raise the head up, straighten your elbows, inhale. Exhale, come out of the pose. We're going to keep the right leg as it is in Virasana. However, let's put our block back underneath that right buttock. Bend up the left leg. Stand on the left foot. Reach the left arm forward. Allow that knee to move out enough so that you can bring your left rib cage forward inside the thigh and then squeeze the inner leg against the side body. Pressurize the inner left foot down. Internally rotate your left arm as you squeeze the upper arm bone against the shin bone. Reach back, catch the right wrist with your left hand or use a strap. Throw a strap around behind the back if you can't reach your hands. Fold forward and down over the right leg. Press the shoulder tips away from the floor. Raise the head up. Now let's see if we can lift the right foot up off the floor as we come out of the pose. Lift the chest, lift the heel to start with. Lift the chest, and can you lift the left foot up off the floor, lift your chest up. So we're keeping that hip deeply flexed, keeping the knee deeply flexed. Then we can release the arms, hold the foot. Now some of you will be able to manage straightening this left leg up. If it's a challenge, use a strap around the foot. Lift up your chest. Start with the arms straight. Reinforce the lift of the breastbone. If you feel you can go further, pull on the foot, elbows bend, bring yourself into the leg and bring the leg to you, forward towards your shin. And if you can go further, catch the right wrist with your left hand. Krounchasana, the heron pose. Do your best to straighten the left leg. Press the right shin bone down. Then ease the leg away from the body. And we'll lower the leg to the floor. Stretch the left leg out straight. Bring the right leg out of Virasana. Now let's bring the left leg into Virasana. Sweep the left leg around and remove the block from under the left buttock. Preparing for Triang Mukhaikapada Paschimottanasana with the right leg extended. Internally rotate that right thigh so we're not letting the leg fall out to the side. Stay on the center heel, and you may like to use a strap to start. Strap around the ball of the foot, lift the chest up. Remember, the lift of the chest originates from the lift of the lower back. Keep the outer left hip descending. Inhale. Exhale. Draw yourself forward over the right leg, and you can walk your hands along the strap Stay with the arms straight initially. Lift the breastbone up. Drive the head of the right thigh down and keep the outer left hip descending. As you exhale, draw yourself further forward into a forward bend. If you have the capacity, catch the left wrist with the right hand so the ball of the foot's pressing into the back of the right hand. And as you lower your head, draw the sternum forward. Move the shoulder blades down the back, away from the neck. Lengthen your exhalations. Raise the head up. Arms are straight. Release the grip as you come up. Now bring your block back underneath the left buttock. Keep the right leg in Virasana and bend up the right leg. Reach the right arm forward, inside, right arm's inside the leg. You can allow that right leg to move off to the side just enough to accommodate the width of your rib cage. Bring the ribs inside the leg. Squeeze the inner leg back against the side body. So you're reaching as far forward as you can. Internally rotate the right upper arm. Press the arm bone against the shin as you reach back, whether you throw the strap behind you to hold the strap, or you reach either for a monkey grip of the fingers, or you catch left wrist with your right hand. Draw yourself forward over the left leg. Squeeze the inner left thigh against the side body and pressurize the inner right foot down. Resist the shoulder tips away from the floor. Raise the head up. Now as we come up, keep the arms as they are if you can manage. Lift up the right heel. We're preparing to take the right foot up off the floor. So we lift up. Can we keep that hip deeply flexed, keep the knee deeply flexed, and take the right foot up off the floor? Now maintain that hip flexion. We undo the grip of the hands, reach to hold the foot, and stretch the leg up towards straight. If that's challenging, put the strap around the ball of the foot. Lift the chest. Remember, the lift of the chest originates from the lift of the lower back. So we stay on the sit bones rather than curling back onto the tailbone. If you can go further, pull on the foot, bring the leg towards you and bring yourself towards the leg. And if you can go further still, catch the left wrist with the right hand. So we're in Krounchasana. Then we release the leg away from the body and slowly lower the foot. Stretch the right leg forward. Take the left leg out of Virasana and we'll sit in Dandasana. Let's do one more forward bend Paschimottanasana without any props. Come off your blocks. Stretch the legs forward. Press the thighs down. Raise the arms up. Inhale. Lengthen the torso. Exhale. Reach forward. Whether you catch the feet or you hold the strap around the feet. Lift the sternum. Shoulder tips down. Inhale. Exhale as you move forward. Lengthen the front body. And if you can manage, catch the left wrist with the right hand behind the balls of the feet. Lower the head. Thighs press down, legs are active, back of the knees are broad. Now swap the grip, so you're catching the right wrist with the left hand. Feed the upper arm bones back into the shoulder joint. Move the outer shoulder blades into the back. Trapezius and shoulder blades retreating away from the neck. Slowly raise the head up, chest lifts, exhale, and come out of the pose. Sometimes it can be nice to do gentle twistings to help relieve the back after intense forward bending. So let's have the legs in simple cross legs and gently twist to the right side. Then come back to center And gently twist to the left side. Back to center. To the right side. Make sure the lower back's lifting. Back to center. To the left side. Back to center. And we'll swap the cross of the legs. Opposite shin in front. Again, make sure the lower spine is lifted. Twist to the right side. Back to center. To the left side. Back to center. To the right side. Back to center. And to the left side. And back to center. You might like to take a moment, lie down flat, and allow the back to release and relax. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. For more in-depth teaching, check out the video library on my website, heatherkitchenyoga.com.au. The link is in the description box below.